My name is Scott Burleigh. I'm a personal injury attorney, and I'm licensed in Florida, Georgia, and the District of Columbia. I became an attorney because I've always liked helping people. Once I became an adult and realized how people don't get a fair shake in a lot of areas without an attorney, it became something that I wanted to do so that I was able to help people through various situations they may be going through. And I ended up finding my love to be in personal injury, helping people that were injured in a car accident, in a slip and fall, because I knew that the insurance companies don't give people a fair shake without that representation. What I like about working at Farah Farah is that it's a team mentality. Everyone's there and helping everyone out. Even though each person has their own cases that they're working on, it's certainly a conglomeration of helping one another out. If somebody has a question, everybody is there willing to lend a hand. And it's really a peaceful working environment. There's not a lot of stress there, although you've got a lot of things to do. It's a more relaxed environment and everybody's happy to be there. What makes me a good lawyer is I'm a problem solver. I like to think things through and I like to think them out. And so as I'm going through a particular case, I'm able to try to reason through and think about what is the best outcome or what direction that we need to go in order to get a good outcome. And I've always been a problem solver. Before I was an attorney, I was in the Navy as a nuclear reactor operator. And again, you have to be able to problem solve and think down a certain logical line. And so I try to take that into what I do as an attorney in that problem-solving ability. One of the first things that I tell new clients is not to talk to the insurance companies directly. The insurance company is a business, and even though they may have these fancy little jingles telling you that they're like your neighbor or like your friend, they're really not. They're a business, and they're in business to make money. If they're paying out a claim for you, that means they are losing money. So as a result, they will do anything they can to turn your words around on you, to lock you into certain statements. And so when I'm talking to a client, I'll tell them, don't talk to the insurance company. Just politely let them know that you have an attorney and give them my name and number, and then they'll call me, and then we'll handle all the communication. And that way we are protecting and preserving your rights and benefits. A lot of the clients have struggles because they've not been through this before. And it's a very daunting experience, and people face a lot of anxiety when they're walking into something and they just don't know what to expect. They don't know what the next step is. So when I talk to them, I try to reassure them that I've been doing this for several years and that it is a step-by-step process. It's not going to be done in a couple weeks. It's probably going to take a few months. And so I let them know kind of the pace of what to expect, and I let them know each step of the way, this is what's going to be happening next, here's what we are going to be doing, and here's what's going to happen with your case. The best advice that I could give someone is just to stay the course. No matter what type of case they have, whether it's a car accident, whether it's a slip and fall or trip and fall, there is a process involved. It is not going to be an overnight process, and it's going to take time. So sometimes after a couple months, the clients get antsy and they feel that, hey, this has been going on for such a long time, and they want to just give up and they want to say, I'm just done with this. And that's when they really need to just stay the course, because the insurance companies are hoping that people give up, and they're hoping that the client is just going to give in, and therefore the insurance company can try to give a lowball offer that the client would then accept. So by staying the course, it makes sure that we are able to do what we need to do for the client. It also makes sure that the client is able to get the full and maximum recovery that they're entitled to. Well, I like to get the job done. So it's not uncommon for me to be in the office before 8 in the morning and be at the office till 5:30 or 6 at night. I don't like to leave with things left undone or with myself having a to-do list for the following day. So I try to get everything done in that particular day that needs to get done. And then I leave myself a list if there are things that are carrying over till the next day. because I want to make sure that the things are getting accomplished in a timely fashion for the benefit of the client. In my free time, I enjoy spending time with my family, doing things out in the yard, and tinkering in the garage with whatever project I may be working on at that particular time. I volunteer at our local community church. I help out with the children's ministry at times, and I also help out with what's called the storehouse, which is where people donate items, and our church just then gives them to other people who are in need. We don't charge them anything for it. It's just reaching out to the community and giving people who are in need the things that they need. My favorite quote actually goes back to my childhood from the movie The Empire Strikes Back, where Luke says he's going to try to do something. And Yoda says to him, "Try not. Do or do not. There is no try." And as simple and cliche as it might be, I've remembered that throughout my life, because there's a lot of things that all of us face where we go into it thinking, well, I'll just try and see if it works. But if you have that mentality, you're already going in at a disadvantage. So when you go into things, if you go into it with the concept of, I'm going to do this, then you're not giving yourself that out for, well, I'm trying or it didn't work. So even though maybe from a sci-fi movie from my childhood, that would be the quote that I would go with. Try not, do or do not. There's no try.